matchup between Nick Diaz and Israel Adesanya. All right, so here he is, the inimitable last style bender, Israel Adesanya, still undefeated as a mixed martial artist. DC, you tried to bring him in to emulate John Jones back in the day, and he's such a meticulous, thoughtful guy that he said no because Luke Rocco was in that gym and he thought he might have to fight him one day.
He knew that at some point he would reach Luke Rocco in his division, so he said, you know what? I want to help you, DC, but I can't because of what's going to happen going forward in my career. He did not want to put Luke or himself in such an awkward situation. How about forward thinking? How about forward thinking that would have come to pass only a few short years later? But in Israel Adesanya, you also have the mentality, but the fighting ability to become a UFC champion in only 12, 13 months.
So here's the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world making the walk, looking to defend his title. It is certainly something that he's been able to do in the past. He has been challenged on this title run. It's not as though he has run roughshod through this division, but they're all still chasing him at 185 pounds tonight. At least on paper, could be his most difficult challenge to date. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Diaz is 6 years his senior. Adesanya is 4 inches taller. He will have a 4-inch reach advantage. All right, just about ready to go here now for the particulars. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out United Center in Chicago, Illinois. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 22 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 11 losses, and 2 no contests. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Stockton, California, USA, ladies and gentlemen, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion, Nick Diaz!
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instruction in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, just make it fair.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Well, you saw the tail of the tape. He has a reach advantage and made good use of it there with that punch. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
Oh, here comes the kick. That one blocked by Diaz. Oh, collar tie.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Nice right hand. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Good series of strikes for him there. Staying busy and staying accurate.
I mean, the accuracy is unbelievable.
Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance, when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya. Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one?
Try to establish that jab. Big power shot there. Offensive fight. Nice job to block the shot there. Oh, nice straight there. I guess that's the quickest way to the target, right? Just throw straight.
Straight down is always best. And everything's landing with so much power. Big kick lands.
Oh, big right hand, yes. Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
All right, well, his kicking game was outstanding in that round. We'll see if his opponent can make the adjustments, but take us through the replays before we get there.
It's always weird to watch a young fighter start to come into his own. Early in his career, he did not have this ability. He did not have the ability to dictate and control fights with his legs. Now he does, and he looks like a future champion in the making.
All right, DC, second round is getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there.
And it's not always gonna be. When you have two very talented fighters, sometimes it's, oh, dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Boom! Big jab.
Oh! Oh, straight right. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Oh, a little single collar tie there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
And they separate. And he landed the right hand there. Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two.
Nice punch lands.
Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all. Punch coming, it's blocked.
You need the takedown now.
Looking to land the right just out of range. Nicely done there to keep his hands up and block that strike. He's got to protect that cut if he wants to keep the doctor out.
He's got to protect the cut, John, but he's also got to be very aware, because if he's got a smart opponent's going to start finding the body now, because he knows the hands are really high to try to protect that cut.
Wow, that right punch has been the money weapon for him tonight, and he landed it again there.
If his opponent...
That is how you scramble, folks. Trying to establish that jab once again. 10 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
That was beautiful, man. He had him hurt. You should have put him away. He was hurt.
All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous two rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up. Which corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds? Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. Back.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Well, no problem getting inside to land that straight punch. He's got a huge edge and reach, and he made good use of it there. Israel Adesanya's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Big punch lands through the middle.
And both guys really throwing with authority. That one appeared to stun him. Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, close guard now. Oh, Diaz is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, Diaz is looking to pass out of the half guard and attain side control here, but unable to do so. Whoa!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oh! Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one in boxing class, hands up, chin down. He lands a switch knee.
Battle for position here.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, he might be out.
And you hear the crowd react every time.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. That one landed clean.
Oh! Seconds winding down in round 3. What a round. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Okay, listen up. You've been here before, all right? That was nothing. You didn't go out.
All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the weapon.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Oh, he just hurt him, he just hurt him.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, closed guard now. You gotta be careful though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Man, look at the redness now almost immediately on the right side of his body. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Adesanya. Recovery, man, right back to his feet.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. Now he's hurt really bad.
Gets up again here, but hurt.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Oh, nice right hand.
Oh!
Holy smokes, he put him to sleep.
Oh, big left. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
And he's back up again, so the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups. Oh! Highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 24 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Nick Diaz.
All right, so there he is, the man of the hour. He came in the champion, and he's going home with hardware as well. Congrats to the still UFC middleweight champion.
The middleweight champion of the world. His name and that title seems to run in the same